Salute, Black Goose TV family. What's good with it? We up in this goddamn thing. Like always, ain't nothing changing, man. We always coming at you with the motherfucking boxing news. We give you the greatest, we give you the realest, and we give you the absolute rawest when it comes to this goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna switch up fluence to the day I die. You already know why. If you don't know why, then I'm telling you right now, you better stick around till you understand the process. That's how I fly. Anyways, let's get into this goddamn thing. By the way, if y'all up in this video, y'all watching it, whatever the case may be, hit that like button, man. Why are you so scared of hitting the like button? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Be part of the Black Goose family, because I'm telling you, this is the best boxing community and family you want to be part of, man. We on a whole nother level. But with that being said, man, this past weekend, we had some fights happen, right? And I won't say it was, the most entertaining fight to me personally. I thought David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying, he got robbed of a spectacular performance. He still had a great performance because obviously he got Lemieux out of there pretty quick. But I thought he got robbed by the ref. I thought they could have stopped it in the first round. He could have got a first round knockout, and everybody been going even crazier. But with that being said, obviously David Benavidez was one of the guys who fought this past weekend. There was a lot of, stakes, and I'm not talking about the meat. I'm talking about, the pressure behind it and what everyone expected and the expectations coming from it. There was a lot, surrounding this particular fight, obviously, because we had Canelo just lose to Bivol. Obviously, we got Jermall Charlo coming up. He's about to fight Selecki. Caleb Plant, he's coming up. He's supposed to fight Anthony Morrell. And, these guys are all being, obviously Andrade, he was supposed to fight Zach Parker. That didn't happen, but that got postponed. But he's supposed to be making his super middleweight debut relatively soon. So with all these things happening and all these gears being in motion and moving, especially with Canelo now losing to Bivol, some would say maybe that would kill the momentum that's happening in the super middleweight division. Some would say that's actually moving it forward, because if Canelo takes a step back away from that light heavyweight, fanaticism or the fantasy of wanting to do something crazy in the light heavyweight division and focus strictly on the super middleweight division, especially going back and fighting Triple G for that trilogy for the super middleweight division, that opens up a lot of doors for guys like Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade Boo Boo. Now, I'm not saying all these guys should have a chance to fight Canelo. What I'm saying now is there's going to be a lot more eyes on all these particular names that I'm talking about, because if they now take the chances of fighting each other, right? Not keep on taking these, these names where we're like, we know you're going to win. We know we're going to beat these guys. We need to see who's the best of the best so we can get the best of the best against Canelo. If they now put themselves in those positions, now we're talking about an amazing era of boxing that us as boxing fans can look forward to. And there's a possibility that we can see that, especially with a young gun like David Benavidez, because he's been very particular and specific about calling out certain names. Now, Caleb Plant, not necessarily, right? Jermall Charlo, not necessarily. Boo Boo, not necessarily, but because Benavidez is the youngest of everybody, he's the one who doesn't see he sees more of a reward than a risk, and I love that about Benavidez. Everyone wants to say anything they want, and I'm not saying this I'm not even a big Benavidez fan. I'm not a big Benavidez fan, not even close to it. I am a Boo Boo fan to the day I die. I'm a more Charlo fan than Benavidez, so this is how unbiased I'm being with this take. But with all that being said, I have to give Benavidez the credit, because he's the one young gun of this division that's saying, I want to fight all these guys. This is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I want to make happen. And we haven't seen that from these other people that I'm talking about and references. So let's get into this. David Benavidez, 3 options for November. We got Plant, we got Morrell, and we got Charlo, okay? And is this coming from the horse's mouth, or is this coming from speculations? Let's see. We have 3 options for November, said LeQuix. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. On the options for David Benavidez next fight in November. The first option is Caleb Plant. The second option is David Morrell. And the third one is Jermall Charlo. There is no other one. So we don't got Boo Boo in name, but we talking about 3 fights that I really love. Obviously, Morrell was the one that nobody, people would least want to see, but that is still a good fight. If you guys know who Morrell is, check him out. He is a very solid fighter, but he's green. He's very green. As you guys can see, he's 6-0 with 5 KOs. He's green, but he is a prospect. So I wouldn't like that fight just because I don't like them derailing Morrell's, comeuppance, but let's try and make Caleb Plant versus Jermall Charlo. How about that? I mean, let's try and make a Caleb Plant or Jermall Charlo fight next. How about that? This is my job to knock out people. It was just open for everything I threw. I was using more body shots, but I should have to use the jab a little bit more. It all worked out anyway. So David Benavidez, the fight hype, when asked why he didn't use the jab more often against David Lemieux. When I heard him in the first round, I wanted to take him out. I should have gone back to the jab. I feel like I started going back to the jab more in the third round. You need to be mature in that sense. So that's just how it goes. Okay. So just seeing the crowd, and the crowd was crazy. I just wanted to give him the good fight, and I was happy about everything. Everything was perfect. I'll beat the shit out of both of them, said David Benavidez when asked about how many rounds does Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo go based on tonight. I don't know. We're going to have to see. I might have something sweet for Mr. Sweet Hands Plant himself. I'll still lay his goddamn ass out. So it sounds like to me, Benavidez, he wants that Caleb Plant fight. He wants the Caleb Plant fight. So I think so, said David Benavidez when told Steven Espinoza of Showtime, and his promoter Sam Samson believes a fight with Caleb Plant can happen next. What else in there is to make at 168? Canelo don't want to fight nobody, so nobody in PBC. So why don't we make that happen? I'm not going to sit around and wait for Canelo. And so most likely the way I see it is we'll probably have, if Plant's able to get by Darrell, we'll probably see Plant versus David Benavidez in November. Jermall Charlo will probably fight another no-name later in the months. And then next year, we'll probably see David Benavidez versus Jermall Charlo. I think that's what's probably going to happen. We'll see, though. But what do you guys feel about this? As always, it's not about what I got to say. I'm just reporting the news to y'all. I'm just giving y'all the information. And then, in the process, giving you a little bit of my insight. Drop below your comments. Drop below how y'all feel. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Be part of the Black Goose family. I love y'all. Appreciate you. And as always, stay blessed. Stay positive. And on the Arnold Schwarzenegger game, side of the game,